It's the Steelers and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 17 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. But O's. Effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On play action, Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now Brissett on 4th down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they can't bring him down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Brady going to throw. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Fournette. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of...
And this time he is in. Yes. Leonard Fournette. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you... State to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Brissett to throw on 1st. It's brought in by Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Brissett on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Brissett now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes, left side. This is too easy right here. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Coup now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection... The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Surveying the field. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Joe Tryon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll throw now on the final play. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy holidays to you all at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of...
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A handoff to Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
They'll toss to Harris. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now Brady.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there was absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 40 now on second down. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Who able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett. He juked him. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. The gun, Brissett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
On 1st and 10, Brissett.
Quick slant, finding Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards, the pickup there. From midfield now on 2nd down. Brissett. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other side of that miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Steelers down by 11, 1:04 on the clock. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Pass complete to Harris. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Here's Brissett. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Brissett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had the
brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this New Year's Day matchup. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Ravens coming up next.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's him. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other.
This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week.
Touchdown! O.J. Howard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson, what more can we say at this point? He is a living, breathing highlight reel. And go ahead and tack on that last play to the list of big ones by number 8.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. The lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number 1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
A gain of 14.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Again, it's Brady.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds, fighting him off. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now here come the Ravens. In a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So we've come upon halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Fournette. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On play action, now Brady. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Fournette. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff, Fournette running left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by
In Week 13, the Panthers lost their last matchup against the Buccaneers. Can Tampa Bay sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. On first down, Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Yeah, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Watch the screen. Number 16's coming. Check left. Check left. Blue down. Blue down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Let go.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They scout them and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And the whole quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Running left, it's Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 14. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. A handoff to Fournette. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, these two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. He's got a man complete. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there for Carolina. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So out come the Bucs now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the
touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on now, let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13-yard. The tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. 1 second, all that remains.
I got one. Seven's a Mike 7. We want this.
The final shot before half for Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we've hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Let's go. Let's do this.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 50, it's Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. Darnold. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Back now in Tampa. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
From midfield, here's Brady. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, now Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
So Darnold and the Panthers now
down 14-6, 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
That's into the hands of Marshall.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here's Darnold.
Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Darnold.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Darnold to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Now Darnold. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a give to Fournette. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Play action, now it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out,
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the football team and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Heineke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Heineke. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Washington. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown Washington. Curtis Samuel, 26 yards. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this returnable for Harris. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Heineke. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Heineke to throw it. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Brady. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7 from the gun. Heineke. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now Youngway Koo for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the draw, it's Gibson. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Heineke.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down.
This is caught. Touchdown.
It's a big one now.
Ian Thomas from 17 yards out.
And Washington has retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on second down, Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a play fake. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's